The CEO of Russell Moccasin shipped me his personal boots and asked me to bring them back to life. They're caked in mud, dried out, and long overdue for a full restoration, and today I'm going to show you exactly how I took them from this to this. Hey guys, my name is Evan, and it's my goal to share the skills and tools needed to love your leather. Let's jump right in. The first step in any footwear restoration is getting the laces out for full access. Set them aside to clean later. Step 1. Brush off debris. These boots are covered in dried mud, which sucks the oils right out of the leather. I'll start with a horsehair brush to knock off all the loose dirt off the soles and the uppers. I'm using a horsehair brush because the dense, gentle bristles remove dirt quickly without scratching the leather like you would with a cloth. The small bristles also reach into stitching and tight spots, unlike a cloth, which can smear dirt around and make a mess. I know some of you use a hose to blast off dirt, and that can work for the soles, but I wouldn't use high pressure water on leather. Soaking leather can lead to long-term issues like breaking down or molding up if it doesn't dry properly, and that's why dry brushing is the safest approach. And if your boots do get wet, make sure to dry them correctly afterward to prevent long-term damage like cracking or nasty odors. Now, it's important to get into all those nooks and crannies like near the boot tongue, because here is where most of the dirt and grime hides. Failure to properly clean this area can often lead to uneven wear and premature breakdown of your expensive investments. Step 2. Clean leather. With the surface dirt gone, it's time for a deep clean with Obenauf's CLEANIT. It's made from saponified linseed oil, so it lifts dirt without any harsh chemicals. You simply spray it on and then wipe away the deep-seated grime with a clean cloth. And don't be surprised about the amount of gunk that comes off. From here, I'm just repeating the same process across the entire boot, working one panel at a time. If the leather darkens or looks a bit splotchy, that's completely normal, so don't worry. Genuine leather may absorb moisture at different rates, but it does even out as it dries. Now, when it comes to how much pressure to use, here's a pro tip. Instead of scrubbing hard in one spot, use light, even strokes across your leather. For tighter areas that didn't get cleaned during the first pass, like welt stitching or deep creases, a clean toothbrush can work great for getting in those tight spaces. Now, a step a lot of people skip is cleaning the inside of their leather-lined boots. It's easy to overlook because the interior usually looks fine, but it often can take some of the most wear. Genuine leather linings absorb sweat, salt, oils, and bacteria every time you wear them. So over time, that buildup doesn't just cause odor, it can dry out the leather, weaken the fibers, and shorten the lifespan of the boot from the inside out. Now, laces often get overlooked, but they can actually pick up sweat, dirt, and oils much faster than you think. That buildup can make them stiff, slippery, or prone to fraying or cracking over time. All you have to do is give them a quick clean, just spray them, rub them through your fingers, and then wipe dry. This keeps them flexible and prevents grime from transferring back onto your boots. It's really a small step that helps your laces last longer and tie much more easily. A little hack to prevent those loose threads from further coming undone: grab yourself a lighter, give them a quick flame seal, ensuring you don't burn the leather, and then press them down to lock them in. That's it. Now that the leather is clean, fully dry, and thirsty, it's time to reintroduce those oils that keep your leather flexible and supple, as well as to last a lifetime or even two. I'll be using Obenauf's Heavy Duty LP, which stands for Leather Preservative. It's a mix of natural oils and beeswax, originally made for wildland firefighters, and it's really great for water resistance. I personally like to apply it with my hands because my body heat helps melt the wax and work it deep into the leather. You can see the color instantly returning as the thirsty leather soaks it up, revealing that deep, rich timberjack leather from SB Foot Tannery that Russell Moccasin is known for. The oils in this LP restore flexibility, while the beeswax creates a water-resistant barrier. Now, after applying your LP, it's important to brush the leather with a horsehair brush. This does two things. It evens out the product so you don't end up with a heavy or uneven spot, and it breaks up any excess LP sitting on the surface, because too much product can actually attract dirt, which leads to buildup and long-term issues. A quick brushing distributes the conditioner evenly, warms up the leather, and helps the oils and waxes penetrate way more effectively than just leaving it as is. Alright guys, if you are interested in investing in your own Russell Moccasin boots, use my affiliate links below and give your future self a pair that breaks in better every year instead of breaking down. Alright, let's quickly wrap this up by threading the laces back in. It's always satisfying seeing everything come together at the end, and honestly, this little bit of cleaning and conditioning can go a long way. With just a small amount of care, boots like these can last 10 times longer, stay comfortable, and age beautifully as they build their own unique patina over the years. Now, if you guys want to take care of your own boots the same way that I did, grab yourself some Obenaufs today and use code AVUMMIES in all caps at obenaufs.com for 15% off your first order. The CEO of Russell Moccasin's personal boots brought back to life with the one and only Obenauf's leather care. From dried out, caked in mud, to supple, protected, and ready for a lot more miles. If you picked up even one useful tip, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button so more people can learn how to love their leather, and make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon so you don't miss my next video. I'll see you in the next one, and remember to love your leather.